on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, kill. 27.
Mike 50. Watch Q. Watch QB drop. Quick dance.
26.
Here's Prescott. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Hey, we're going to 53.
Watch the twitch. Check. Crunch.
Then we're going to 53. 26.
This is McCaffrey. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Jets' 48-yard line.
We're going to 54. Ryan.
Here we go. Watch that.
Let's go. Drive on.
Check. 50.
26.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with the new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Mike 50. Not today, you are. Not today. Check 3.
There we go. Kill.
Safety creep. Deuce.
Here we go. Going to 54. Ryan. 26.
Blitz.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. 1st quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike, success. Let's get off the field, D.
Go. Get out there. 26.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Prescott forced out to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down.
Mike 52. Hey, let's get some penetration.
Here's Prescott. This is caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Check.
They'll try to run with Carson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Second and 12 at the 21-yard line.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go. Time go.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it? It
certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
It's 2nd down.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Check. Shit.
Now Haskins. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. 22 yards there, a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's Haskins. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line.
First down, New York.
Haskins now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Tighten up. 51 to Mike. Go, 51 to Mike. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Right there in the middle, 55. I don't even know why this team showed up. Mike 55, Mike 55.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Into a double team, and it's picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's McCaffrey, and that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Hey, we got Mike 50, Mike 50, huh? Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Go Mike 50, Mike 50.
Yes, yes.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but now it's 3rd down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. That's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Check 24. Check 24. 81.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Baby. 49 is
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Again, it's Haskins. And that will be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That's taken on the 25. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Prescott now from the 50. Going for Metcalf on the deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point attempt to follow here. And it is now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On 2nd and 9, Haskins. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Haskins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off near his own 48. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
To throw on 2nd down, McManus eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, Alpha. 52, right 52. Here it comes, here it comes. Hey, Mike 50.
Recon, 132 fighter, go. Ready.
Looking to throw. McManus. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 10 yards in a Seattle 1st down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, exit. You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
Here we go.
Mike 52. Mike 52. You ain't going nowhere.
52's the
Look at me. Zipper. Go.
Back to throw. McManus. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Check, check.
Yo, go. Go. Fight.
Looking to throw. McManus. That's to McCaffrey, complete. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver and tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hey!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
X3, 218, chopper. Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
50, Mark 50, Mark 50. Let's go, D. Big series right
Go.
here. You gotta step it up.
Back to throw. McManus. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it.
Tight end right. Hey. Hey, on front. Got four down.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And he will find his man on the outside. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Check. Fresno.
Here we go, 47. 52.
Come on.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Quinnen Williams able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. And his kick is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
That's it, baby. We got work.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you... Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The second down pass, complete to Anthony Miller. It's a gain of 13.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Jets on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Now a give, right side. It's Goodwin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 29. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. That turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
At the 41-yard line.
Yeah, get it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McManus going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4.
Sponge. No. Hey, Mike's 50. Yep. Set the tone.
Looking to throw. McManus. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points.
And a pass gets hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check. Switch. We're going to 54. Why?
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Here go 46. 47. Gun. Here you go. You're trash.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight D. Don't let him breathe, defense.
Mike 50. Mike 50.
Now Prescott on 4th down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Haskins will throw. Open man is Robbie Anderson. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins completes it to Miller. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Hey, Trot. Watch 55. Defense wins championships, baby. Mike 55.
Now Haskins on 1st down. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. From 13 yards out. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Tight on this side, boys. Tight on the left. Tight on the left.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a 1st down and more. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Time to go, night. 52. Cut. 3 bud. Ready.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.